Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get into this. Just practicing the front 9 of this course today. Okay, let's go low. Unlucky. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. Yeah, the swing was a little bit rough on that one. All right, let's see what happens here. He's got about 170 yards to go. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there. And you've got this left for par on this one. I think it's breaking to the left. It's getting there. All right, that putt's gonna go. And he's staring this one down, trying to save his par. And after that one, we're all square here. All right, have a good tee shot. We got a par 3 for the second hole. All right, let's see how he does. They've gone with the 7-iron. Okay, let's see how he tackles this one. It's a very, very long putt. I think this one will go left to right. Ooh, right by. And there we go. He gets it to drop. Nice little chip shot in there. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. And now this is your look at A putt to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And teeing her up here on the third. Well, it looks like this one will play. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Second shot on the third. Great work there. That's a great approach. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. And he's got 13 feet from the cup. Oh, sliding by. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Oh, the putt drops, and that's going to win you the hole. And you're one up for the match after that one. All right, here we go. We got a par 4 here on this fourth hole. Let's have a good tee shot. Hopefully this will nestle itself nicely in the fairway. And let's see how he does on this hole. And we're about 115 yards away. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. There's a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. That'll do nicely. All right, he's just in the first cut here. Okay, he's got 17 feet to the cup from here. Oh, going right by. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. Oh yeah, well done. Back-to-back birdies. And after that one, you are 2 up on your friend.
All right, but let me lock in there.
Okay, fifth hole is a par 3. Have a good tee shot. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here.
Oh my god, bro.
Here's their 7-iron. Oh, hang on. Almost that almost went down.
Yeah, backspin don't fucking matter in that game.
Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Oh man, good chip. Here we go. He's got some distance to cover. I'll give him that. Oh my goodness. Drop this putt and you'll go 3 up. So far so good. Boom, in there and winning the hole in the process. Well done.
Oh,
after that one, you're
I look away for 1 second, you're sniping fucking putts. Wasn't right.
Now let's see what we can do here on the 6th. I think you've had better swings.
I look away for 1 second, you're just sitting there sniping fucking putts.
He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And from the deep stuff. This one's heading to a bad place, I think.
Yeah, that was a perfect fucking strike to it.
Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Okay, nicely out of the rough there. Now, let us set our sights on the green. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. Here we go. Setting up with an elevated green ahead of us. We might need more club. I'm okay with that. All right, here's your friend. He's setting up in the green side sand. And if he sinks this, it'll be for par. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right.
No way does it work that much.
Ooh, that was close. All right, if this putt drops, you're going to be the winner. And here's an uphill putt, moving to the left. I'll take that from that type of distance. And as he lines this up, this will be for bogey. Here's his 6-foot putt. All right, just got word your opponent is giving you this hole. Thank them very much. And today you've won. This match is over and you're walking away 4 up on your opponent. Good job. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time.
Schütze.
They'll come with some plastic rings like that kind of stuff. Some of those plastic things like that, sitting in screwing up. They also all that, things where they just so what you want them to do.
No.
I agree that when you're right. Yeah. Fucking measurement.
Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. We have match play on the go today. Time to get this going. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. We've got about 110 yards to go here. Oh, is this one gonna go? And look at you, not a whole lot left to do on this hole. Just a short putt. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. Going a bit left of the pin. And this putt drops, you can go one up. Off to a great start here. You're one up after the first hole of this match. Second hole, par 4. Let's knock this out there. Okay, looking good. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Well, looking good off the tee. And it looks like around 135 yards out for him. Looks like this one's going left. Okay, hitting into an elevated green here. Left, heading left. Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach. Let's see how he does out of the sand. And from the green side bunker. All right, grab that putter. Let's get to work here. Good luck on this one. Par save, possibly. Oh, unfortunate. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And we are all square after that hole. Par 5 on this third hole. All right, let's send this ball away. And here's your second shot on the third. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. What happened there? Okay, second shot for him on this one. Well, you don't see that every day. They're ripping the driver right off the turf. Bold. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking out of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you got. And this putt's going to put him one up. Okay, he's got that one to go, and that will win the hole. And moving along here. Okay, now we go to the fourth. We got a par 3. They're going with the 5 iron here. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. A little awkward on that swing. A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the rough. Oh, that would have been sweet. Here's a 17-foot putt. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard, too. Oh, that was almost in. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Be nice to get this one. This one's for bogey. Just a little too much power. 4 feet to the cup. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. And there we go. And your friend's 2 up for the match after that hole. And time for the 5th hole, and we got a par 4 ahead of us. All right, let's let this one go. That was powerful. And this shot's about 165 yards from the pin. The approach is heading a bit to the right. And second shot here on the 5th. Nice stroke. We're on the green. And he is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. And with this, he could save his par. Looks like a right to left break. Not a bad result from that distance. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Going downhill right to left here. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Ooh, that one goes down. That's going to take the hole. Good job. Okay, making up some ground on your friend after that hole. Good to see. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. I'm liking it. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And I found this guy hitting out of the rough. Let's see how this goes down. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. This looks like about 120 yards to the pin. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. And that's not a bad effort. And here's a look at his putt for par. Five-foot putt here. And that hole will be halved. Teeing off now on the 7th. So far, so good for this one. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And here we go with his second shot. The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green. You know, this is very, very sandy in this. Come on, get in, get in. And that's gonna work. Out of the sand and in there for the birdie. Oh my. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. And the 8th hole laid out right in front of us here. Let's see what we can do. Nice drive, just striping it. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. That is beautiful. Good luck here. This is for par. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Oh! And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And here we go. Par 3 for the 9th hole. You'll be all right there. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Going with the hybrid. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. Comes right down to this. Let's sink this putt, win the match, and head into that clubhouse. We got an uphill putt here, moving to the right. Starting this one out pretty good. Still has a chance. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. And there you have it. The match is over, and you wound up on top of things today. Good work out there. Great golf. Okay, that will do it for me. Thank you so much for playing, and we will see you soon. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this going. Looks like we're just taking a hunk out of the back 9 of this one today. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, let's send it. Well, that was never going to be good. Here's our second shot on the 10th. Well, that one wasn't super clean. And from here, he's setting up with around 170 yards to the pin. And he'll end up just barely into this first cut of rough. And this is our third shot. Oh, well done. All right, and he's dealing with a greenside rough situation. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Ever so glad you could join me for this round of golf here on PGA Tour 2K25. Starting today off with a nice par 4. Now let's crush this drive, middle of the fairway, and stroll on our way from there. Oh, I think this one's going to chase out a bit further. All right, load up. Let's let this go. My goodness, that almost went down. Setting up here with a extremely long putt. This putt is going uphill and breaking to the right. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, he's got it. He's also won the hole. And your friend will be one up after the first hole of this one. All right, par 3 for the 11th hole. big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is going to get good. Match play is in the air today. Hopefully you snag a low score out there today. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Shake it off. All right, second shot on the 10th. Nice shot. All right, this one from 17 feet. And that's going to do it for his birdie. 10 feet to go. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. So good. And we are all square after the first hole. And now the 11th hole. It's a par 5. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Can't place my finger on it. Something was off on that swing, though. Okay, 240 yards out from here. Let's see what this fella does. And he will wind up in the second cut. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. Gotta love it. You ended up in the fairway. Ooh, you almost got that. Okay, here's his fourth shot. Okay, and this one to save the hole. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh, almost. This one's just a 3-foot putt. Okay, time to head over to the next hole. And this putt's going to put him one up. Okay, that one's in there. He's won this hole. And your friend over there is one up after that one. And we're on the tee here of the 12th hole. We got a par 4. Oh, this one's in the fairway. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Well, that's too bad. Well, looking at an elevated green on the approach here. Okay, back in the fairway. Let's set our sights on the green. Oh! If he sinks this, he's got par. And wouldn't it be nice to save par on this one? No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 3. Have a good tee shot. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Let's see if he can get up and down from this sand. Oh, hello. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And this is his putt for par. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. And that's gonna go down, and that'll take the hole. Great work. It looks like we're ready to go here on the 14th. This one's looking like a fairway finder. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. Well, you didn't hit that one perfectly. Okay, starting this one out to the right. All right, this is your fourth shot. Oh, looky here. They're going driver off the turf. This one's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. Let's see how he does from the green side bunker. Oh, man, that almost went. Okay, here we go for the bogey. Here's an uphill putt moving to the left. Oh, this one's starting out okay. Ooh, still looking good. Oh, come on. Somehow it doesn't go down. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. All right, he's got that one to drop, and that will win the hole. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. And now the 15th. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. That's, yeah, be nice to have that one back. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. And from the rough, not sure you caught enough of the ball here. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. It's breaking to the left, I think. Ouch, right by the hole. 8 feet to the cup. And if he sinks this, the hole will be halved. And the putt drops. And that hole's halved. Okay, 16th hole now, and we got a par 3. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Okay, let's see what you got here. Come on, kick left. And checking in on your friend here. He's in the bunker. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. I think this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Bit long on that one. Okay, he needs this to save his par. Oh my. And this will be your par putt here. And this one's breaking just a little bit to the right. A bit too much power into that putt. And here's an 8-footer for us. Just a little too much pace on that one. And this next putt to win the match. Well, that's too bad. Your friend will finish this match at 3 up, and you couldn't beat them today, but maybe next time. All right, that's just about it for me. Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. See you next time. Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Spoiler alert, golf is about to happen right now. Looks like it's just the back nine of this course today. Good luck in your round today. All right, give this a rip. He's hitting out of the beach here now. Let's see what goes down. I think this is short from the sand. All right, this one's around 155 yards from the pin. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. All right, third shot for him. Okay, drop this one in there. This will save. Flew right by. Oh, come on, ball. Get back. And this putt right here will put him at one up. I think this one's moving to the right. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And he's got that to drop. That's going to win the hole. And your friend is just one up after that hole. And for the 11th, we have a par 3. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Well, looking forward to this hole. That's safe. Okay, let's see if he can get up and down from here. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This one's going left to right pretty hard. Oh, this has my attention. This one's still tracking. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. And after that hole, we're all square. And teeing off now in a long par 4. Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. All right, time to get out of the bunker. Let's do this. Well, might not have had enough club on that one. Well, at least you're on the green. You're not in that beach. And this shot is around 170 yards away. Taking this one with the 8-iron. This one's heading left. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. He's a long ways out here with this next putt. Hopefully, maybe he misses. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Yikes, that went right by. And he's setting up for a bogey putt here. I think this one's going left to right. And that will be for bogey. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Oh, oh man. 3 feet left. Okay, that hole's gonna be halved. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole. Nice. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Yep, that's going to do. And let's see how he gets out of this one. All right, and he'll be safely out of the bunker. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. Here we go. This putt for birdie. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Oh, no. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think this is going to go right to left. And 7 feet to the cup. Little too hard. And this one for bogey. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. And yep, that's in there. He's going to win this hole. That was a bit of a tough result on that hole. Let's see what we can do on the next one. And this one's a par 3 here on the 14th. Oh, how are you? All right, let's go. Well, your approach is heading a little leftward. Well, I can't hit all the greens. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. All right, drop this on in and save your par. Oh, come on, get in there. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Four feet to go. And if this next putt drops, he'll go 2 up. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. Okay, coming up is the par 4 15th hole. Okay, time to send it. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Well, it looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Setting up for our third shot. Oh, he almost dropped the chip. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Boom, that's what we wanted in there, and winning the hole in the process. Good job. Okay, your opponent is one up after that one. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. I think this is heading to the fairway. All right, let's see how he does. And here's our second shot on the 16th. Oh, no good. He's got around 165 yards to the pin from here. And here's their 8-iron. All right, from the fairway bunker. Let's see how this goes. Nicely played out of that sand. A little bit of work left to do, but nothing too serious. Okay, here he goes. He's got a very long putt to deal with. Let's see what happens. This one's breaking left to right. Oh! And he's setting up for the bogey putt. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Oh, just slides by. This one's 24 feet away. Good luck with this. Got to give it some gas up the hill, and it's breaking a little to the right. All right, we're getting there. Well done. And this is a look at his double bogey putt. And that'll drop. This one's just 3 feet. Well, it's just a short one, but I think it's moving to the right. All square after that hole. Teeing up now on number 17. Safely on the green. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Bunker coming up. Well, let's see how he does here from the green side bunker. All right, let's see what he does out of the bunker.
Good luck, buddy. I had mine muted.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and let me be the first to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. And it looks like some match play is on the schedule today. Have a good round. And let's see if this one will run. You caught the downslope.
Out a bit further.
And this one's going to end up safe. That's what I like. That is what I like
Fairway
to see.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Ooh, this could be trouble. Needs to hold on to the fairway.
I hope it's,
What do you mean?
that's unfortunate.
All right, we got about somewhere around 250 yards to go here.
250 yards here.
And he's hitting out of the first cut. Okay, setting up a long one here. That's a bit of an understatement. Let me get my rangefinder out here. I'll see if I can get us a distance. Just joking. Hopefully you can get this close, though. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think this one's going left to right. Okay, here's your putt for birdie. Pretty straight here, a little bit to the left maybe. Amazing shot. He's got 3 feet to go. And that hole will be halved. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Okay, I'll accept that. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. Think we're in the rough on this one. And that approach was a bit wayward. And he's hitting out of the rough here, just the first cut. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. Okay, let's get out of this greenside rough. Nice chip. And this putt's going to put him one up. And as he drops that one to the bottom, he has also won this hole. And we are moving forward, leaving that hole behind us. Okay, the 12th hole is in front of us. We got a par 3 for this one. 5-iron on display for this one. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Quite the view from here, way out on the green. Good luck. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Whoa, flying by the hole. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Looks like he started this one out right. Continues on a great line. Oh, and he can't get it to drop. All right, let's go. This one for the par. This might move just a touch to the right. Oh, look at this thing. Still going. Oh, and it doesn't go. Oh, man. Okay, looks like your friend is going to give us that putt. How generous. We'll head to the next. Nice tap in for the par on this one. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. Okay, 13th hole, and this is a par 4. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Nicely done. And he's got about, I'd say 145 to the pin. Oh my, that almost dropped. We are about 140 yards out. Well, not the purest of strokes. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. And we are putting now. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. And he manages to get that one to go for the bird. And after that hole, your opponent is up by 3. All right, the par 4 14th is next. And now the par 4 14th. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this. I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. And that's going to end up back in the rough, unfortunately. He looks to be about 130 yards away. This approach is heading left. And this is your third shot. Let's see how you do from the green side rough. All right, let's get out of this green side rough and start putting. Okay, he's green side here, just in the rough. Ooh, he almost drops it in there with the chip. This putt is measuring in at 11 feet. All right, I feel like we got away with one there. Your opponent's letting you have that putt, so we're heading to the next. All right, that one's going to go down, and he will take the hole. All right, just looking at the next hole now, that one was a bit of a loss. And next is the par 5 15th hole. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Well, you made good contact with that one. And we're around about, I'd say, 240, 245 to the pin. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. And from the bunker. And hopefully you get a good look at this next putt. Well played out of that bunker, though. Okay, that almost went down. He's got a long putt to contend with here. What will happen? I think this one's breaking to the left. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. It's still tracking. Oh, and he gets it to drop. And this match is over. You didn't pull out the win here today. I'm not going to hold that against you. Happens to the best of us. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. I'll see you next time. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today. Today we're starting off with a par 3. Let's get this tee shot as close as we can and mosey on our way. Well, let's see what you got. Good job. Here's our second shot on the 10th. he was close. All right, setting up 6 feet from the cup. All right, let's see if he can do this. He needs it to save par. And that putt'll drop. And everybody's all square after that first hole. And the 11th hole is a par 5. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? That was a good one. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, that's unlucky. They're going with the driver off the turf, I guess. Okay, here we go. This is what he has left over for the bird. Ooh, just missed. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. This one's breaking left to right, going downhill. This one's looking decent. Still going. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And just 1 up on your friend after that hole. And we're on the 12th hole of this one now. Ooh, there's some power into that one. All right, let's see what he does on this one. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. Okay, and that'll roll into the second cut. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. This might not be enough out of the rough. And this one's about 160 yards from the pin. Oh, your approach is heading left. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. Ooh, Ooh, he almost got that to go. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. And from that lie, that'll work just nicely. And here's a 13-footer. Good luck with this one. It's going downhill, right to left. And in the cup for your par. That'll do. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th. Well done. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Oh, that chip almost went. All right, you got this left over for par. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving left to right. Oh, brutal. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole. And after that hole, we're all square. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. And they're choosing the 6 iron here. Well, take a look at this shot. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Well, missed the green there on that one. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Ah, no good. And wouldn't it be nice to save par here? And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And after that one, your opponent is 1 up for the match. And now the par 4, 15th. Those tee shot should play. Okay, give this a smash. Well, that'll work for you. Second shot here on the 15th. Oh, almost. Hold it out. 6-foot putt for him. Ooh. Okay, this one's for his par. All right, that putt'll go. You've got this putt to win the hole. And with that tap, it's a birdie on the scorecard. All square after that hole. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Well, something went wrong there. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. And this will be his second shot. And hitting into an elevated green on this one. And the approach heading to the left. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. This one looks like it'll break to the right. This putt is just around 12 feet. And the putt drops, and there's his par. And now you're left with this putt to have the hole. And this one starts off straight enough and then heads to the right, I think. Oof. And let's have a better hole coming up next. We got a par 4 here on the 17th. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. All right, you caught that downslope. Let's see how far you can get this to run. I'm having that. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. Going a bit left of the pin. And he's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. Smart shot. Back in the fairway. Now we got a shot. And unfortunately for you, if he sinks this, he wins the match. Oh. And for bogey. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy, folks. And that will go. And that hole will be halved. And now, the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Well, that one wasn't super solid contact. This shot's around 155 yards out. Nicely done. A little bit of draw action here. Way to go out there, champ. A little too much to the right. Oh, he almost got that chip to go. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. Okay, match play coming down to the wire. If you still have the hole at the end of this one, the closest to the pin will take the match. All right, he's kicking us off here in this playoff. Let's hope he puts this tee shot nowhere near the pin. Okay, you are the final player to tee off in this playoff hole. Let's stick this one as close as we can. All right, that's a great start. You are closest to the hole, at least. That bodes well for your future. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Oh, almost in the bucket. Okay, he's got quite a long putt here. Let's see how he deals with it. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, almost in there. And you've got this to win in a playoff. Let's do it. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. And well done, opponent. They've given you that putt. And we are heading to the next hole. All right, that's it for me, I think. It was great to see you pull out the win in this match. And even more exciting to see it happen in the playoff. Great work.